The essence is, sweet children, only when a body has a soul inside it, does it have any value. However, it is the body that is decorated. Sajavat शरीर की होती है, not the soul. The question is, what is the duty of you children? What service do you have to do? The answer is, your duty, your farz, is to show your equals, humjins, the way to change from an ordinary woman or man into Lakshmi or Narayan, Nar se Narayan, Nari se Lakshmi. You now have to do true spiritual service of Bharat. Each of you has received a third eye of knowledge, Gyan ka teesra netra. Therefore, your intellects and behavior, buddhi and chalan, should be very refined. There shouldn't be the slightest attachment, moh, to anyone. The song for today's Murli is, show the path to the blind, dear God, nayanheen ko raah dikhao Prabhu. Om Shanti, double Om Shanti. You children have to respond with Om Shanti. Our original religion is peace. You would not go anywhere else to find peace. Human beings go to sages and holy men to attain peace of mind. However, the mind and intellect are organs of the soul. Just as these organs are of the body, so the mind, the intellect, and this eye too are organs of the soul. This eye is not like physical eyes. People say, "Oh God, show the path to the blind." One has no experience of the Father's love by saying Prabhu or Ishwar. Children receive an inheritance from their father. You are sitting here in front of the Father and you're also studying. Who is teaching you? You would not say that the Supreme Soul or Prabhu is teaching you. You would say that Shiv Baba is teaching you. The word Baba is very simple and it is Bap Dada. A soul is called a soul. In the same way, he is the Supreme Soul. He says, I am the Supreme Soul. That is, I am God, your Father. Then according to the drama, I, the Supreme Soul, have been given the name Shiv. Everyone in the drama has to have a name. There is also the temple to Shiv, Mandir to Shiv. Instead of just the one name, people on the path of devotion have given many names. They continue to build many temples, but he is the same one. The Somnath temple is so large. It has been decorated so much. The palaces, etc., are also decorated a great deal. Just as souls cannot be decorated, in the same way, the Supreme Soul cannot be decorated. He is just a point. All the decorations is only of the body. The Father says, neither am I decorated, nor the souls decorated. Souls are just points. Such a tiny point cannot play a part. When a tiny soul enters a body, the body is decorated in so many different ways. Human beings have so many names. Kings and queens are decorated so much. Souls are simple points. You children have now understood that it is souls that imbibe knowledge. The Father says, I too have knowledge. The body does not have knowledge. I, the soul, have knowledge. I have to take a body in order to speak this knowledge to you. You cannot hear it without a body. The song, Show the Path to the Blind, Dear God, has been composed? Is it bodies that have to be shown the path? No. Souls have to be shown the path. It is souls that call out. The body has 2 eyes. It cannot have 3 eyes. The third eye is symbolized by a tilak on the forehead. On the mastak, some just put a dot, bindi, and others draw a line, lakir. The dot symbolizes the soul. Each of you receives a third eye of knowledge. Previously, none of you souls had a third eye of knowledge. No human being has this knowledge. This is why they are said to be without the eye of knowledge. Although everyone has physical eyes, no one in the world has a third eye. You're the most elevated Brahmin clan, Sarvottam Brahman Kul. You know how much difference, kitna fark there is between the path of devotion, Bhakti Marg, and the path of knowledge, Gyan Marg. By knowing the knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation, you become rulers of the globe. By having the Gyan of the Rachayita and the Adi, Madhya, and Ant of the Rachna, you become Chakravarti Rajas. Those who study for the ICS, that is, the Indian Civil Service, claim a very high status. However, here you don't become an MP, that is, Member of Parliament, etc. by studying. Here, MPs are elected. They become MPs, etc. on the basis of votes they receive. You souls are now receiving Srimad from the Father. No one can say, I'm giving directions to souls. All of them are body conscious. Only the Father comes and teaches you to become soul conscious. All are body conscious. Human beings take so much pride in their bodies. Here, the Father only looks at souls. Bodies are perishable, not worth a penny. At least the skins of animals, khal of janwars, can be sold. The bodies of human beings are of no use at all. The Father now comes and makes you worth a pound. You children know that. You are now becoming deities. Therefore, you should have the intoxication of that. However, your intoxication remains number-wise according to the effort each of you makes. People have intoxication of wealth too. You children are now becoming wealthy. You are earning huge incomes. You are praised in many ways. You are creating the garden of flowers. The golden age is called the garden of flowers. No one knows when that sapling is planted. The Father is explaining to you. People call out, O Master of the garden, come. Hey Bhagwan, आओ. He would not be called the gardener, Mali. You children who look after centers are called gardeners. There are many types of gardeners. There is only the one master of the garden. The gardener of the Mughal gardens must receive a very high salary. He has created such beautiful gardens that everyone goes there to see them. The Mughals were very fond of such things. When the wife of Shah Jahan died, he built the Taj Mahal in memory of her. Their names are still remembered. They have created such beautiful memorials, yadgars. So the Father explains that human beings are praised so much. Human beings are human beings. Many human beings die in war. Then what is done to them? Petrol or kerosene is poured on all the bodies to burn them. Some remain lying there just like that. They are not buried. There is no respect at all. You children should now have the intoxication of becoming Narayan This is the intoxication of becoming a master of the world. This is the story of the true Narayan, Satya Narayan ki katha. Therefore, you would definitely become Narayan. Each of you souls receives a third eye of knowledge. It is the Father who gives it. That is also the story of the third eye, Kejri ki katha. The Father sits here and explains the meaning of all these stories. Those who relate these stories don't know anything at all. They also tell the story of immortality, Amar Katha. It wasn't that he sat up there and related the story of immortality to Parvati. All the devotional stories that have been made up are fixed in the drama. That will happen again. The Father sits here and shows you children the contrast between knowledge and devotion. You have now each received a third eye of knowledge. They say, "O God, show the path to the blind." They call out on the path of devotion. The Father comes and gives each of you a third eye of knowledge. No one except you knows about this. Someone who doesn't have a third eye of knowledge is called one-eyed or half-blind, chucha or dhundkari. The eyes of people are different from one another. Some people's eyes are very beautiful. Shobhavan aankhein. They are given prizes because of their beauty. They are called Miss India or Miss So-and-so. Look what the Father is now making you children into. From what you were, kya se kya banate hain? There is natural beauty there. Why is Krishna praised so much? Because he becomes the most beautiful one of all. He claims the number one karmatit stage. This is why his praise is number one. The Father sits here and explains all of this to you. The Father says again and again, children have now found the Father who gives each of you a third eye of knowledge. They have referred to this as the story of receiving the third eye. You're now becoming theists from atheists. You children know that the Father is a point. He's the ocean of knowledge. People say that he's beyond name and form. Oh, but since he's the ocean of knowledge, he would definitely be the one who speaks that knowledge. His form is also shown as an oval image. Therefore, how could he be beyond name and form? He has been given hundreds of names. All of this knowledge should remain in the intellects of you children very well. It is said that God is the ocean of knowledge. Even if the whole forest were made into pens and oceans into ink, there would be no end to the knowledge. सारा जंगल कलम बनाओ तो भी अंत नहीं हो सकता. अच्छा, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana, the first point, you have now been made worth a pound by the Father. You are going to become deities. Therefore, maintain the intoxication of becoming like Narayan. Become free from bondage and do service. Don't become trapped by any bondage. Second, become clever in knowledge and yoga and become king of flowers like the mother and father. Also serve your equals. The blessing, the vardhan is, may you be a world server who remains free from the web of any questions such as why and what, and become a ruler of the globe. May you be a world server, Vishwa Sevadhari, who remains free from the web, jal, such as why and what, kyun and kya, and become a ruler of the globe, and become Chakravarti. The explanation is, when they discuss of self-realization, Swadershan Chakra spins the wrong way instead of the right way, then instead of becoming a conqueror of Maya, Mayajit, you get caught up in the spinning of confusion, Uljhan ka chakra, of looking at others, with which the web of questions such as why and what is created. You yourself create it, and then you yourself become trapped in it. So be knowledgeful and continue to spin the discus of self-realization, and you will become free from any web of any questions. Why or what? You will become yogyukt, liberated in life, Jivan Mukt, and a ruler of the globe, Chakravarti, and you will continue to tour around with the Father, doing the service of world benefit. By becoming a world server, you will become a king who rules the globe. The slogan is, put your plans into a practical form with a plain intellect, and success will be merged in that. Put your plans into a practical form with a plain intellect, plain buddhi, and success, safalta, will be merged in that. Samai hui hai. Om Shanti.